kinumpirma ni former presidential spokesperson Attorney Harry Roque na hinarang siya sa The Netherlands Immigration bago pinalaya kalaunan. Pupunta dapat sa Vienna, Austria si Roque para doon mag-apply ng asylum bago abutan ng deadline sa December 10. Yun nga lang, nagka-problema raw sa medical certificate niya kaya bumaba siya ng eroplano. Sa ngayon, kansilado ang passport ni Roque dahil sa nakabinbing kaso niya na qualified human trafficking dito sa Pilipinas. Pero giit ni Roque, walang basihan para siya ay ipa-deport.
Habang hindi po nare-resolba ang aking petition for asylum, hindi po nila po pwedeng ipatupad ang kahit anong request for extradition. Besides that, wala naman tayong treaty of extradition between the Netherlands and the Philippines.
Para naman sa isang ICC-accredited lawyer, mukhang natambakan ng mga asylum seeker ang The Netherlands kaya na-delay ang application ni Roque. Yun nga lang, posible rin daw siyang mahirapan sa pag-apply dahil naghigpit ang mga bansa sa Europe bunsod ng pagdagsa ng mga refugee.
Some EU countries are now rethinking their policies. So, let's say, for example, Germany, this is public knowledge, they're clamping down kasi ang dami din galing sa Syria. No? So, it's really a big issue EU-wide.
Kaugnay pa rin ng kanseladong passport ni Attorney Harry Roque at Cassandra Ong, makakausap natin si Department of Justice spokesperson Attorney Polo Martinez. Magandang tanghali po sa inyo, Attorney. Salamat po sa oras.
Magandang tanghali po, Miss Cheryl, sa mga viewers po natin. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Attorney, ano po ang sagot nyo, ang sagot po ng DOJ dito sa sinasabi nga ni Attorney Harry Roque na hindi siya pwedeng ipa-deport dahil nga kahit kansilado na ang kanyang passport habang ongoing ang proseso ng kanyang asylum request sa the Netherlands?
Opo, so yung deportation proceedings po and rules regarding deportation proceedings, ang mga ngasiwa po niyan ay ang host state kung saan po matatagpuan si Harry Roque, kung saan po siya nag-file ng kanyang asylum request. So, depende po yan. So, ano nakalahad sa batas ng host state kung saan he is currently seeking asylum. And if it does say na ang mga fugitive po from justice, mga pugante ay kailangan po ibalik, then ang host state po na yun ay may karapatan na ipabalik po siya subject to the rules of their deportation proceedings.
Okay. Roque claims na hindi kailangan ng passport para mag-apply ng asylum. Ano nga po ba ang magiging hakbang ng DOJ kung sakaling payagan ng the Netherlands o ng Austria yung asylum application ni Attorney Roque?
Well, again po, Ms. Cheryl, that goes into the rules of the host state where he may be located. But with the cancellation of his passport, nakita po natin na apektado na po yung pagkalihitimo ng kanyang ongoing travel, na kanyang stay at that host state. So, pag nag-file po siya ng asylum doon, again, right now, it's premature po to say kung anong gagawin kapag nag-grant yun kasi even that is subject to many different things. But we are firm in our position that ang Philippine government po at ang Pilipinas firm sa posisyon namin na ang RTC, Regional Trial Court, korte na po mismo ang nagdeklara na hindi na po lehitimo ang kanyang passport at hindi na siya po pwedeng kung saan-saan lang po pumupunta. So, yun po yung pinakamalakas na pwede po natin gamitin with respect to this. But again, at the end of the day po kasi, ang kanyang application, yung bansa lang po kung saan siya nag-file ang makapagsabi kung talagang may may merit ang kanyang application.
May paraan po ba tayo para malaman yung detalye sa asylum request ni Attorney Roque?
To my understanding, Ms. Cheryl, pagpasensyahan niyo na po na kasi ang alam po namin, ang asylum proceedings, confidential po yan, depende na lang po sa kung saan po siya nag-file. So far as the Philippine government is concerned, we can only speak on what proceedings have been conducted here, what decisions or resolutions by courts here or tribunals have been rendered. So, yun lang po ngayon, We'll have to wait, we have to see how it plays out.
Ipinunto rin po kasi ni Attorney Roque na walang extradition treaty ang Pilipinas at the Netherlands. Tama po ba na limitado ang galaw ng Pilipinas sa ganito pong sitwasyon?
Tama po yung Michelle, no? Thank you for that question. Yung pagka-limitado po ng galaw ng Pilipinas is correct po, only with respect to extradition, kasi wala nga pong extradition treaty. Pero hindi po ibig sabihin niya na hindi po siya pwede i-deport, gaya po ng pinag-discuss po kanina. Magkaiba po kasi ang extradition and deportation proceedings. Does the host state where he is located have the power to deport him should it wish to do so? Of course. Extradition is different. So it's not the only avenue. Now, kahit po limitado at hindi po siya pwede ma-extradite, gaya po nasabi ko kanina, klaro po na na-declare na po, may categorical pronouncement ang Korte ng Pilipinas na pugante po siya. He is a fugitive from justice. He cannot just be maneuvering through different jurisdictions given na yung legitimacy ng passport niya po ay hindi na po nandyan. Wala na po dyan.
Pero Attorney, tama po ba na ang sinasabi po kasi ni Attorney Roque ay hindi pa final yung decision na sa pagkansela ng kanyang passport dahil may 15 days pa raw siya para mag-file ng motion for reconsideration o MR. Tama ho ba? Ganun ho ba yung proseso?
Thank you for asking that, na Michelle. Hindi po tama yon. Ang decision po ng court with respect to the cancellation of his passport is final. Now, that is not to say na wala po siyang right to move for reconsideration. Karapatan niya po yan. Karapatan niya po to move for reconsideration within the 15 days. He is not mistaken there. Where he is mistaken, and this thought applies only to him, but to all those who may be moving for reconsideration of court decisions in any court where their case may be pending, is that the motion for reconsideration, pag-file po ng motion for reconsideration, hindi po niyan, it will not stay the court's judgment. It will not, hindi po niya pinitigil yung decision ng court. So, kunwari, example, we can move for the cancellation of his passport, or the DFA rather, can then proceed to make the necessary moves and coordination with different countries for the cancellation of his passport, for the notification of his current status as fugitive from justice, pending ng kanyang motion for reconsideration. Pwede pong sabay yung dalawa na yun.
Klaruhin ko lamang po, Attorney, para mas maintindihan ng ating mga kapatid. Okay, asylum seeker po siya. Ngayon, wala tayong extradition treaty din kung saan siya nagsisik ng asylum. Kung ma-turn down po siya, hindi maaprubahan yung kanyang asylum doon, ay ano po ang mangyayari?
So, lang po yan, at that point, pag hindi po na-approve yung asylum niya, then all the more do we have reason to insist on his deportation subject to the host state.
Okay.
So, po yan, kumbaga mas mapapalakas po yung posisyon ng gobyerno ng Pilipinas na maibalik siya, pero kasi wala pong extradition treaty. So, ang gagawin po, pwede pong gawin, one of the possible avenues, not to say that ito lang po yung possible avenue, is to, perhaps mas malakas po yung basihan for him to be deported. But again, that's subject to the host state's rules.
Kanina po nasabi kasi, doon sa pag-seek niya ng asylum, ay sinabihan siya na sa Austria gawin ito. Sabi po ng isang lawyer kanina na baka natambakan ng the Netherlands dahil maraming refugee po doon, maraming nag-seek ng asylum. So, nalito kasi ako parang, so technically ay walang naka-file na asylum?
So, po, Ma'am Michelle, no, I cannot speak on behalf of Vienna or any other agency for that matter. Po yan eh. I guess, kung meron po tayong pwedeng mapulot regarding this news, is that his request for asylum is not given priority by Vienna, perhaps. As the mere fact lang na hindi po siya napayagan doon is very telling. But anything could happen po, no? Right? We're just focusing on what facts have been verified and exist as of this moment.
Opo. Kasi kung kansilado na po yung kanyang pasaporte ngayon at mag-a-apply pa lang siya ulit or magfa-file, hindi po ba kailangan ng passport sa pag-seek po ng asylum?
Well, to my knowledge, Ms. Cheryl, I cannot provide a categorical answer to that kasi ang asylum request po kasi application for that is again subject to the host state's rules. But what we can say is that if your passport has been canceled on the ground that you are a fugitive from justice, then magagamit po yan ng host state in determining kung talagang karapat-dapat siyang mag-grant ng asylum. Titingnan po yan ng host state. Isa po dyan, yung titingnan yung court decision kung saan po sinabi ng court na fugitive siya. And then may discussion po kasi doon how he became a fugitive or how he was declared a fugitive. So these are all materials that host state can use or can look into.
He mentioned something about having a medical passport. Yun po ba ay nire-recognize? Pwede po ba niyang gamitin yun kapalit ng pasaporte ng Pilipinas?
I'll just have to go back to my previous answer, Ms. Cheryl, no, that it's subject to the host state's rules. But more than the host state's rules, we also have to take note na ang ano po kasi Netherlands and Austria are both members of the European Union, the EU. So maliban po sa respective rules ng Netherlands and ng Austria, you also have to look at the rules collectively that bind them, which is the EU rules. And then may ano pa po yan, EU border control laws, which I'm not privy to. No, I cannot speak with respect to that, ma'am. But those are the factors that you could look into in the study of this whole scenario.
Puntahan ko naman po yung sitwasyon ni Cassandra Ong. Tama ho ba, 1 milyong pisong reward para mahanap si Cassandra Ong? Bakit kailangan po mag-offer ng reward?
Opo, yes. So, ang reward po na ito, it was put out with the admission that may kahirapan nga po in locating her. There is a difficulty by the Philippine government in locating her. Why? Well, for many reasons, one of which is that the information with respect to her whereabouts is not as accessible as that of Harry Roque, for example. Attorney Harry Roque kasi is very vocal and
Visible.
Where he may be or diba, he's very vocal on social media. It put this very different from the situation with Miss Cassandra Ong, who is also an accused in the same qualified trafficking case as Mr. Harry Roque, among others. So there's an admission on our part that there is some difficulty. If I could just also echo the Secretary of Justice, Frederick Vida, in saying na ano po to paraan ng crowdsourcing lang po na kung may impormasyon po kayo that could be beneficial to the government, then we would like to be able to hear from you. But to qualify po anong klaseng impormasyon na kailangan namin, it is supposed to be actionable and credible information.
Ayon po sa PAOK, huling nakita si Ong sa Japan, pero noong pang Enero. Bukod po dyan, wala na ho ba tayong ibang impormasyon na nakuha kung nasaan siya ngayon or posibleng kung nasaan siyang lugar?
Michelle, no, your guess is as good as mine. Whatever information is currently out there is as much as we have. And all other information that we may have, ano na po yan, no, I'm afraid that I'm not at liberty to disclose all of it. But again, ano po yan the whole point of us putting out that reward is for us to be able to gather more information where she may be.
May koordinasyon na po ba ang DOJ sa ibang bansa kaugnay sa kanselasyon ng mga passport ni na Attorney Harry Roque at Cassandra Ong at iba pang suspect dito sa illegal na POGO?
Opo, so insofar as yung mga suspect po na nakansela na ng passport on the ground na fugitive sila from justice, these facts po na-relay na po sa mga proper immigration authorities in different countries. This is, but again, without speaking for the Department of Foreign Affairs, which is the agency tasked with this function, it's safe to say po that there has been some coordination and action on their part for sure. Ano rin po, in accordance din po to, ditong function po nila ay batay po sa New Philippine Passport Act of 2024, RA 11983, if I'm not mistaken. Nandun po yan that there has to be coordination. And also, the DFA does have a passport database and that this information here is for sure communicated with other states.
Marami pong salamat sa inyong oras, DOJ spokesperson Attorney Polo Martinez.